Hello, hello. It's time for fishing, friends. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Fishing Friends with Danny and Gina. I'm Danny.
And I'm Gina.
And this here is Lazuli, my little buddy parakeet. Man, oh man, we are starting late tonight, but it's because there was a really, really awesome fish auction going on over there on Skipper's Aquarium's channel. So, didn't want to miss out on all the awesome auction going on.
There was a lot of good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Those rainbow darters and stuff that Kenny with ABC Aquatics was auctioning me off there near the end. Like, oh, it was hard to keep my wallet closed. But I had just bought all those, like, corals and stuff from you.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to eventually get those corals to, help get myself started with my reef. And then since it's already on the rock and everything, like it's already got this nice, softball size seeded live rock with corals on it to help get my tank cycled and everything as well. So it should work out really well.
And coral food. You'll be set.
And coral food, yes.
Live iPad.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So let's take a second here to say hi to everybody here in chat. Wow, chat's been going kind of crazy here, but we got Crowntail Half Moon, we got Sky Dancer, we got Richard Reynolds, we got Mark Sturlson, we got the Nano Aquarium guy. Oh, so speaking of the Nano Aquarium guy, recently he's been popping up a lot here on my algorithm. So I've been watching some of his different videos. He has some amazing nano aquascapes. Very, very skilled scaper and like photographer. Like he's doing really, really good with it, like the video and all that as well. So definitely check out the Nano Aquarium guy if you guys haven't. We also got Vibes Aquatics here. We got Scotty Aquati is here. And George RB3 and the Zen Ginger and Lady Rorschach. And Patrick Hardy. Patrick, wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Great to see you again. I know you got such a weird schedule and stuff. KBH Nanofish. That's a new name to me. Great to see you. Denise Abbott. Hello, that's another new name to me.
She's my old coworker from Petco.
Oh, okay. Right on. So yes, last week on Fishing Friends, everybody helped me reach my goal of 500 subscribers, and I'm very thankful for that. And this week, just today, I finally got my community tab, which was really, really awesome. So I'm excited to start, being able to post pictures versus just having to have videos and stuff all the time, and get to have some polls and stuff out there and get to see what you guys think about some different stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then also I'm going to be thinking about what I'm going to do as far as a 500 subscriber giveaway stream, because I honestly never thought with the amount of effort that I put into this stuff that I'd ever reach like 500 subscribers and, actually have like community of people that want to keep coming around every single week to just listen to me blab around about stupid stuff.
Yep. It's fun. It's surprising how you can just sit here and just live stream and just chat, and people come hang out.
But we got such a great community. I went on a date today, and I was even talking to her about like this community because she was like asking about different stuff, and I was talking about how it's like, yeah, this community through YouTube that I found is great. Like when I went on vacation, like there was like 60 YouTubers there, and I felt like I knew all of them and just hanging out, and it's just really, really cool to have that sort of thing. We got Reptiles and Aquatics jumped in. Skull Aquatics is here. Skull Aquatics was auctioning off some really, really cool stuff in Skipper's stream earlier too. I was trying to get some of those goodie-ids because I've kind of always wanted some goodie-ids, and I didn't end up getting any when I was down there during the Triple Crown. I was thinking about it, but I didn't end up pulling the trigger on getting any goodie-ids. I got a whole bunch of other stuff when I was down there. But if you guys want some cool goodies and stuff, hit up Skull Aquatics. He's definitely got some good ones.
I think Patrick had a question. Was that a Christmas tree rock Danny won? I used to keep them years ago in my saltwater days. No, it was a rock full of zoanthids.
Yeah.
Like five different types of zoanthids.
But depending on your perspective, it is a Christmas tree rock.
Yeah.
It's a rock that's covered in a bunch of little corals like Christmas tree lights and decorations. So yeah. Yeah, see, there you go. So just email him and he'll take care of it. See? Get yourself some goodies from Skull.
Yep.
I will too. But see, I wanna goodies are what I want to put in this 55, I believe, when I move it. So I want to get that tank all set up first, and then bam, I'll do the whole thing of getting goodies.
Yes.
Yep. See, bingo. It's just it's a rock covered in a bunch of different corals. See, I think that's what that's exactly what Patrick was talking about, because I guess back in the day they used to sell corals like that and stuff in pet stores. You could just buy what they would call a Christmas tree rock, and it'd just be a rock covered in various corals. Or no?
Nope. Christmas trees are kind of like Christmas tree worms are kind of like cocoa worms, but they're smaller and they come in like a huge variety of colors. But they only host like certain types of rock or coral skeletons. So yeah, it's a Christmas tree rock is full of those Christmas tree worms.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I did look those up before on Google, now that I remember, because Patrick and I were talking about that before. But hey, it works to me. It's a little Christmas tree to me.
Yep. Hey, you're paying me over $100. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah. I think 110 is a good price for the amount of corals and stuff that I'm getting on there.
Oh yeah. Sure.
It's probably like $500 worth of corals.
Not quite 500 each. I think each head, so each polyp of those zoas go for at least like $15 to $20 each. And I didn't actually count how many I have on there, but yep.
Yep. So my estimate's probably about right.
Probably like $250 probably. So yeah, you got like half off.
Yep, you just buy and take some of those off because we're keeping it right now.
Nathan wants to be a jerk. He's like, we could just lie and take a few off. No, there's photographic evidence what it looks like.
I'm joking.
She's already hosting a lot of different corals for me.
I am, yeah.
And that was something that Gina decided to do completely on her own. Gina went out and she's like, Petco had a sale. I bought you a bunch of corals and I got them in my reef tank for whenever you're ready to, set up yours. And it's just like, that's awesome.
Yeah, my last weekend at Petco was during the Marine sale, so I was like, it's now or never.
Yeah. And Gina is awesome. Everybody here, if you guys aren't following Gina, which I can't believe you're not following Gina if you're, watching like this live stream, like you better be going and following Gina. Like I got 500 subscribers. Let's get Gina up to 500 subscribers real quick. Come on.
Thank you.
She just reached 200, and she's already like she was talking to me before we started the stream about like how she's been thinking about a 200 subscriber giveaway.
I am
just like let's get her more because like Gina's got some awesome ideas as far as giveaways go. So
yeah, I talked about it on my last pop-up on Thursday. I was asking chat what some ideas would be, and I got a list going. I'm going to see what I can order at work on Monday.
Yeah. And then, she could order a whole bunch of cool stuff, too, because she has a bunch of access to different vendors.
It was funny. I think I was in Rico's chat one time during somebody was streaming, and I was in chat, and I remember seeing Ian, Adkins Nature and Aquatics, saying something like, oh, they should make magnetic mounts for heaters. And I literally texted him on Discord a picture of them. I was like, oh, like these that I have 4 of at work right now that I could send you? He goes, what the heck? I was like, yeah.
Yep. That's awesome.
What don't you guys have? I'm like, freshwater. I don't have freshwater.
Yeah. Nope. Which you guys are still working on getting that freshwater going, aren't you?
Yep. Yeah, kind of. So we have 3 big installs next month. It's gonna be once we're done with all these big installs, that is probably gonna be the next big project. It's gonna have to be something that like the owner and the other guy worker are probably gonna have to work on overnight, so that there's no customers because anytime the owner's in the store, the customers beeline to him, which, I mean, he's an encyclopedia of knowledge. I totally get it, but he just would be interrupted every 10 minutes if he tried to work on it during store hours. So, yeah. It's going to have to be an overnight project.
George is messing around with StreamYard. He's getting to streaming.
Thanks for the pop-up.
He'll be a YouTuber too.
That's the other thing. If you guys are going to subscribe to me, make sure you hit that notification bell because I mostly just do pop-ups. I don't have a schedule yet when I really stream. So hit that notification bell.
Yeah. And Gina does great little pop-up streams too because she's got a pretty good setup there at her job where, she's allowed to do what she wants to do, when there's no customers around and stuff like that. So she can live stream straight there from the job, show you guys some really cool fish, corals, all that cool stuff. Her shorts are really, really great.
Thank you.
And definitely go check out Gina.
I try if I remember to video stuff, and then if I do video stuff, if I remember to go home and actually make the short. So
yeah,
I have like 10 videos in my phone of short ideas, and I just keep forgetting about them.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
tree frogs that I found from outside, they seem to all be doing fine. I've seen them kind of moving around in different areas in the little vivarium that I got. And it's fun to it's really cool to finally see something in there.
Yes.
Like living in the little box of nature that I created as it should. Like they're like sitting there like on the leaves of the pothos and stuff like that. And it's just so cool to just look in there and just see something in there. I can't believe I still haven't added the golden gecko in there yet. I just didn't want to. Like, I don't know why. I never pulled the trigger on it. I guess I just didn't want to like bother him and have him not like it or something because he seems to like his home that he's got right now. So
I was gonna ask her, like, didn't you set that up for a gecko?
I did, but we'll see how the little tree frogs do. And once they get big enough, like if they get the full size or whatever, like they're big enough to where I could probably put the gecko in there as well, and that's probably what I'll do. But yeah. I saw them and I couldn't resist. I'm like, I gotta take these guys inside.
Yeah. You got 4 of them in there now, right?
There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Started with just 2, and then I went out the next day when I was mowing the lawn, and it's like sure enough, there's another male and female. So it's like, yep, going with 4.
Yay! Hopefully the 2 males aren't gonna fight over one of the females. Hopefully.
Yeah. We'll see. We've had more people jump in here. Let's see. Chris's Aqua Zone. We got Jimmy P's Aquariums. We got Bunny Viper. Bunny Viper. And if I missed you in chat, I'm sorry. But just keep on chatting, and I'll see you eventually.
Yes. Gotta clear out all these notifications.
Yeah, so many streams at the same time these days. I know, like, sometimes that happens, and when it comes down to it, like, yeah, I have my schedule on my live stream and when I do it, and like Skipper then like schedules the auction and that. So like, but I don't have no problem like postponing my live stream until after the auction. But yeah, there's also like Vinny's Aquatics that's live streaming right now, and I'm sure there's some other people that are getting ready to start live streaming by now because it's getting pretty late. Normally we would be done by now. But hey, it is what it is. MNC Aquatics. Hey, how's it going? Great to see you.
And Skipper's auction is an event, so I mean it makes sense. Yeah.
It's more of like a once a month event sort of thing. So it's a pretty cool thing to do, and it does give them a really good turnout, which is awesome. And then like, hey, it's great for everybody in the fish fam as well because you can utilize it to auction off your own stuff. If you're sitting on a bunch of fish that you're just like kind of struggling to get advertising for, or whatever, you're just you want to make some room for some other fish and stuff like that, like you can auction them off, see how well they do. And it is just interesting to actually do it auction style versus like trying to just come up with a price yourself on how much these fish will go for, because you might be surprised at what you might be sitting on.
Yeah. And it helps both parties out. So you can either buy fish off somebody for cheaper than it would be in a store, and then the person selling can sell it for more than what an LFS would offer them. So
right,
it's that nice happy medium.
Exactly.
That sale almost paid 2 of my 3 hotel nights. Yay!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
I know. I was so happy. For anybody who is watching and feels bad for Ian, I'm gonna still put a box together for Ian. He's not missing out on any of my corals.
Yeah, I do kind of feel bad for Ian a little bit, but on the other hand, he only has a nano reef.
Yeah,
that's like a softball size rock or so. So
it works better out for him. I'm going to put his pieces on little pieces of rubble instead of one big rock, so it works out better for him.
Right. Yeah. but then also like I had an unfair hometown advantage. Like I don't
Yeah.
have to pay the shipping costs, so I'm just like this is what I'm paying. Because when it's come down to like you didn't have a shipping price yet, so it's like
Yeah.
you might bid $100 and then the shipping might cost $100 too.
Yeah, and I know Ian had told me previously that he wants overnight, so it would probably cost him like $25-$30, probably more, because he's in Seattle area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's all the way up in It's
Yeah.
gonna cost a lot to bring it over to ship
Yeah.
a rock over there. So
And so it also works out better for him to get frags instead of the rockets because that's less weight.
hey, you know what though? I know you really like guppies there, Patrick. So I know you'll enjoy those guppies for sure. I
Those
think
are super pretty.
I made a joke in the live stream about the number of fish, but even though it was a joke, like I kind of was a little serious about it. Like people sell fish in trios, and then people sell them in pairs and stuff like that. And he happened to be auctioning off like 2 pairs of Vienna guppies. So it's like I made the joke like, why not a full house? Like, but seriously though, like I think that's the perfect amount of guppies right there: 2 males and 3 females. Like that's a perfect starter guppy. Yeah, Ian's in Portland, Oregon, so
Yeah. Oh yeah, somebody else is in Seattle. Yeah, he's in Oregon. Yeah.
Shanna is up in Washington.
Gotcha.
Not really Seattle, but close-ish to Seattle.
Yeah. So what do you have going on this week?
Well, just a lot of stuff with work, mainly.
Yeah.
This week was pretty good with work with our new system that we got going on. But it was really interesting because this week I went into the new expanded areas of my route that were previously done by this guy that had gotten fired recently, and I had some mixed feelings about the dude when he worked there, but he was the one that kind of got me the job to a point. Like he was my parents' Schwann's driver, and had kind of mentioned to them about Schwann's, and so like that's what ended, getting me the job there. And but he was a little inappropriate at times. And after talking to some of his customers, come to find out he was really inappropriate with a lot of his customers too. So like half of his customers loved him to death, and the other half of his customers like couldn't stand the guy at all. But yeah, my mom hadn't been able to get her food because of lots of various reasons and things for like the last like 3 months. So I'm actually my mom's Schwann's driver now, which is really nice. And so she's going to be taken care of the way that she should be taken care of.
Anyone up near Iowa and Missouri border? I'm looking for a tank setup. No, we're mid.
Yeah, I'm down in St. Louis. Not up close enough to Iowa. And I don't have any tanks for sale.
Yeah. I know Matt, Liquid Zoo is up in Iowa. I don't know where though.
That's why he looks like the masked guy, the Slipknot. I love Schwann's. Yeah, I know. Schwann's is great. Well, what was really okay? So it was interesting though. One of the customers that I went up to with our new system, it kind of brought back some random people that might not have necessarily purchased in a few years or something like that. They randomly ended up on the route. I walk up to this lady's door and I kind of knock on the door, and she walks up and says, I don't want anything to do with Schwann's. You're too expensive and your food is crap. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
Okay, bye.
But I never heard that one before. I've heard that our food can be expensive. And I mean, any sort of like online subscription service or whatever, and this sort of quality of food or whatever is expensive, you know? You go to a restaurant, you're spending a lot of money. So that's just how it is. But I've never heard that our food is crap. So I kind of almost wanted to push on and see like what she tried. Like maybe she tried something that she just didn't like or whatever in the first place or something. I don't know. Like if you don't like Brussels sprouts, don't order the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. MNC says Danny's about 3.5 hours from me. Oh, are we? 3.5 hours?
3.5 hours, which direction?
Probably north. Oh wait, is that who was asking about the Missouri-Iowa border? Sorry, I wasn't.
That was Vibes.
Oh, that was Vibes. Gotcha.
MNC. Yeah, I don't know if they're like Kansas City or if they're Louisville. Or if
right.
they're like Illinois.
Yeah.
Or if they're like down in Kennett and Deering.
I don't know. We'll have to wait for chat to catch up.
Jeremy's fresh seats, cookies and coffee, gelato, Danny and Gina chat.
Oh, I'm bye. I'm going to Lady Diane's house.
Yeah.
Lady
All right,
Diane.
everybody. Stream's over. We're going to Diane's.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I just finished my cookies and cream ice cream last night. Now I'm just stuck with my vanilla.
Yeah, but she has cookies and coffee gelato. That's really good.
Yeah,
That's
that does.
amazing. I love Java chip ice cream. I like to get the mint chip and the Java chip and then mix them together.
That's good. Chocolate chip cookies and coffee in the morning is really good.
Yeah. I want some more Oreos. I had some Oreos earlier at my friend's house. I hadn't had Oreos in a while because I don't just normally buy Oreos. And,
We buy them every now and then. We also just polished off a giant thing of Oreos last week. And another one the week before. Aldi hasn't had their brand. We've been getting actual Oreo brand. I don't know if it's like, you know how Aldi sometimes gets like the off batches and that's why they sell them.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but the actual Oreos that we got, the cream seemed a little gritty. So I don't know if they just didn't like mix the sugar into the cream filling very much. And maybe that's why they sent them to Aldi. But yeah, it seemed like gritty. And I hate that texture, so that's why I noticed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Crypt Keeper Aquatics. What's up?
It's not over. We just started. Well,
I was joking.
we're halfway there.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
I'm not doing it. No.
It's a trap.
Nope. But now it's stuck in everybody's heads.
I'll never say no to a cookie. Love cookies, except if they have coconut, then I'll have to pass. Then you pass them to me. I will eat all the coconut cookies.
Well, thank you very much, Bentley. Great to see you, and
Oh,
it's
hello.
very much because of your drop that I was able to hit 500. So I appreciate you a lot, and thanks for letting me to be part of that video.
Lady Diane says that's a refreeze, Gina. Oh, so like the Oreos got frozen? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, they were still edible. It's just the texture was off.
Man, see, I like those chocolate covered Oreos that they sell.
Mm-hmm.
That you like, and if you put them in the fridge, they're like even better.
Ian's here.
Ian. Sorry, not sorry. I stole those corals from you, Ian.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know. You're gonna get some awesome corals though. So
I do make some good chocolate chip cookies. I like to make what I call triple chocolate chip cookies.
triple chocolate chip.
Yeah, so I use semi-sweet, milk chocolate, and white chocolate chips.
Yes.
Yes, it's so good.
You never made it.
I haven't made any in a while. I need to make some more.
Yeah. See, I think my favorite chocolate chip cookie when it comes to just chocolate chip cookies is actually when you make the chocolate cookie dough,
Mm-hmm.
and then you use the white chocolate chips.
Yep. Oh, Lady Diane says her ice cream melted and then was refrozen. Ew.
Oh, that's no good.
No bueno.
If you would have ordered Schwann's ice cream, not only would I have brought it to you, Diane, it wouldn't have ever thawed and refrozen because we keep it at negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go.
But it's not gelato. It's not Italian, but it's the world's greatest ice cream, let me tell you. But I'm not here to advertise for my job.
We're storing fat for winter. Yes. Yeah, we're getting out of that hot girl summer. Now we're getting into fat storage fall.
Yeah. Fat storage fall.
Yep. Oh, I didn't show them my tile. Oh my gosh. So Nathan's coworker just got a laser engraver, and he got this little ceramic tile to test my logo on. So he might be making me stuff for merch, and I'm so excited about it.
That came out really well.
I know, I'm so excited about it. So maybe like keychains.
Little tile coasters.
Yeah, I could do coasters. I don't know. I might not be big enough or cool enough for coasters yet. I might start with keychains and go from there. Oh, he does wood too. So maybe wooden coasters.
Yeah, wooden coasters.
Or maybe both. I don't know. Options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I wish I oh wait, hold on a second, because I do have a card for the guy.
No, Gina, your ice cream, not mine. Crunchy. Oh, I was talking about Oreos. Like the cream inside the Oreos was gritty. Like they didn't mix the sugar in. Like it was still granular sugar mixed into the cream.
Yeah. So it was here we go.
You're so cool enough for coasters, Gina. I would buy some. Aww.
Tangled Up in Cichlids was where I got the Paradocyclus maculicata, that relative of the Autocyclus, from. So Ooh, focus. So that's what if people wanted to get them one. If people wanted to get themselves one of them as well, since he's the only one that imports them, check out Tangled Up in Cichlids, and it's tangledupincichlids.com as well, and he does do shipping. But then one of the people that was there at the auction at the Triple Crown was Fantastic Fish Room. Unique product for aquariums and fish clubs. He is here on YouTube as well. Mike with Fantastic Fish Room. His wife is like a digital printer and sign maker.
Nice.
So very similar to like what Vinny does and all that stuff. So he can make also like printed coasters, business cards, like tiles, like full tiles,
Nice.
print on tin or aluminum, that sort of thing. Like he can make mouse pads and all that stuff. So pretty much any image you send him, he can print it onto whatever, and even a t-shirt and all that stuff too. So it's great like merch opportunities as well for us, YouTubers. So definitely check him out.
If you want to get a hold of you.
Yeah. Nathan's telling me that if anybody wants his coworker to make them stuff, that they should reach out to me, and I'll relay the information. I don't know about cost and all that.
Yeah, he's still starting out.
He's still starting out. He just got it, so he's still figuring stuff out.
Listen, Diane, I'm peeved at myself too. I don't ever feel like I have enough time for anything anymore. My face tanks are suffering. I work so much during the day that I don't want to do anything during the week except like I do my karaoke thing, and then on the weekends, like I got the live stream on Saturday nights. I don't really do much on Saturday during the day except trying to catch up on my yard for not being able to do anything during the week. And then Sunday, well, I don't know.
Bunny, I have not shipped your bag or your box yet because you asked for the bigger bags and I forgot to grab them. So I'll grab them Monday and I'll ship it out Tuesday. Lady Rorschach, so I was told that there is a paper bag setting on his laser engraver. So yeah, if you need like custom paper bags.
He said he was gonna try that.
He's gotta test it. He's gotta test it first, but
whether or not
that's cool. So you could have like special bags made for when you're selling your products.
Kind of like what Bex is doing for the Clash with her stamp, how she's going to stamp her paper bags with her logo on it, but it's going to be a laser. Did you freeze?
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm confused here with Diane. Okay, so wait, she told me to stop. So wait, are you telling me to stop by Wish Wands? Is that what you're saying, Diane? Oh, she wanted you to. Okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Well, place an order.
Right. I may have to look for veggies because Aldi's had slim pickings on veggies lately.
All of our stuff is flash frozen, so
yes,
it's better than what you're gonna find in most stores anyway, because it's actually vine ripened and all that stuff, and then flash frozen to seal all the freshness in. Whereas most of the stuff you get in a grocery store is picked early and then ripened on the truck on the way to the grocery store.
She said I asked you to do that before you got the damn job.
See, whatever. I give up too, Diane.
Yeah, so I gave the 120 some green beans. Was it last night or the night before? Queen, the night before. Queen started, she ate like 2 halves. She like got them in her mouth, she chewed them up a little bit, but then she spat them out. So I don't think she's the biggest fan of green beans, but Louie loved them. The Pleco, he loved
This is why I like Diane.
them. Oh, stop. We love Lady Diane.
Yep. Diane's the best.
You're right. We don't like Lady Diane. We love Lady Diane.
Oh man, I'm just tired.
It's been a slow week at work the last like 2 weeks. It's not been good, but we've got a lot of stuff done around the store. Organized and fragged a lot of corals and cleaning out and sumps and everything. It's been productive, but not sales wise. Pukes. You don't like my corny lines?
No, she's trying to feed all those fish fries, so she's doing it the old school Mama Bird way.
P&W, hello.
Ryan, what's up? And Craig,
And Craig.
lurking from the working. All right. Because he was working in the fish room.
I did accidentally mess up though, and I ordered a sump that I wasn't supposed to order. I don't know how. So with one of those new installs, my boss told me to add a certain sump to the order, but then he never told me that he changed his mind and was going to get a different sump that we had in stock. So now we have 2 of one sump in stock. So my boss was mad at me. So we had a little back and forth yesterday.
Well, I'll solve the problem. You can just give it to me, and then I won't have to build. Yeah, then I won't have to build one. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. He'll love that. He'll love that.
Yeah. Just mark it off as a business expense.
Oh. Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
I can give you a $600 sump.
Oh, we'll see. I'll just build mine for $20.
Right. Besides, I think it's a little overkill for your tank. It's a 36-inch sump. No, 39-inch. It's a 39-inch sump.
Yeah, that wouldn't fit into my tank.
Yeah, it's a little overkill.
Well, it would fit under there, but it'd probably be too tall. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm building it. I'm going to make it 20 long and turn it into a sump.
I wished I used a 20 long instead of my 29. Because it's too tall. I can't get my protein skimmer cup out.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. It's like half an inch too tall.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But I'm due to detach my sump anyway and take it all out and clean it. So it'll be fine. Actually, I'm overdue for doing that. Snoochie Booch has been asking me a lot of questions about the wave maker I have. And he's like, how easy is it to take apart and clean? I was like, see, here's the thing. I'm a lazy fish keeper, and I've never actually taken it apart and cleaned it. So I have no idea.
Yeah. If it's not clogged and not stopped up, why are you cleaning your wave maker? Just let it keep making waves.
Well, because usually when it does finally get clogged, you don't catch it and then it ends up burning out. So it is something you're supposed to regularly do, like every 3 to 6 months. So yeah,
So you're
Yeah.
I'm only like a year and a half overdue. It's fine.
George has a bunch of fry for his guppies, which is great.
I think Brennan said that one of his guppies, what are they, blue dragons or something? His female is fat and pregnant, about to pop.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
exciting.
I'm not 100% sure, but that female swordtail that I have from Rusty Wessel's fish room, it looks like she might have a gravid spot kind of like forming or whatever. So maybe she did get hit. So I'm
Nice.
just going to keep taking good care of her, and maybe I'll end up with some fry soon.
Nice.
And then I'll have boys hopefully and be able to keep having some fry. Cool buds and tasty waves. That's all I need too. Tasty waves.
Oh, Sunday we're going to a knife show down in South County. Nathan heard about it and he's like, "You want to go?" I was like, "I mean, I suppose."
A knife show. Huh?
Yeah,
nice.
I know.
There was
He supports my shit. I can support his shit.
I think there was a like a Festival of Nations or something today.
Huh.
Out in Tower Grove Park.
Maybe that's where all the customers were.
Yeah. I almost went to that, but didn't.
My family blue Hawaiians dropped fry. I'm happy. Nice.
And
And Lady Diane, I did finally do a water change on my shrimp tank, and I changed out the wood. So hopefully soon I'll be ready for your shrimp. I actually discovered I still have one cherry shrimp in there. So it is still a shrimp tank. I'm so excited.
I need to set up another shrimp tank again.
I almost bid on those green jades because they were really pretty.
Yeah.
I almost did.
Yeah, I really need to start working on that saltwater tank because I want
Bidding on anything? No.
I want all the things. I want corals and I want to start escaping saltwater. I want to start doing all that stuff.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do on the next auction. I don't know. Oh, maybe I can do some of my macro algae. That might be enough. I don't know if I want to do any of my stony corals yet. I don't know how many people would go for them.
Mm-hmm.
Guess the only way to know is to try.
Yeah. Yep. It's like I've been thinking about auctioning off some like flame moss or something like that too.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be growing fairly well for me. I need to also start dividing up some of my pink flamingo crypts in that little tiny tank that I have them in. It's starting to bush out so much that it's pretty much just like full of plants and just like it's like this thick of a front panel for the better to swim. So, I mean, he loves swimming in all the plants. Don't get me wrong; he's totally happy in there. But yeah, it's full of plants.
Yeah, I was just cutting back a lot of. So my Dwarf Lily that I got from the co-op had like taken over the whole top of the tank. I had to cut it back like 40%. I was gonna I was gonna just pull the whole thing out because it's just taking over, but its roots are now taking over half of the tank. Like I would have to rip the whole tank apart to get the roots free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love being able to see the roots.
Yeah.
Like on this little bowl that I have here, you can look at certain angles and you can see all the roots going down from the stem plants. And then on like my 40 breeder that I got, it's a metal like frame stand. So you can just like go right underneath it and just put a flashlight up and look at all the root systems underneath it. It's amazing. I love it.
That's the same stand that my my reef tank is on, is the Petco, the metal stand. Yeah. Because it's funny, at night you can see the refugium light coming through the bare spots where the wave maker blew a bare spot in the sand. You can see the red light from the refugium coming out.
Oh, nice.
It's like there's a little hell little portal, like from Stranger Things to the upside down. Looks like there's a little portal in the bottom of my tank.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I like some of those different tanks and stuff that people have set up using like accent lighting and stuff like that. People have made some really cool like cave tanks, and like Serpent Design has done like that crystal tank and all that too. Like
that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I had a chunk of amethyst that I thought about putting in the shrimp tank, but I was like, oh, but that would bleach out and just turn clear, and I'd be ruining that cluster of amethyst. I might as well just put a cluster of clear quartz in there.
My amethyst hasn't bleached out at all.
Oh, it hasn't?
No. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I've had a chunk of amethyst in this tank. Oh, where did it go? Oh, wait, never mind. I pulled it out of this tank. I pulled it out of that tank and I put it into a different tank. But yeah, I've had amethyst in my aquarium water for a couple of years now. No issues. It hasn't faded at all. Still looks super purple and great. So,
what am I holding on to? I was holding on to my table. Holding on.
Oh no, our table. It's broken.
No, I was thinking not because of the water, but because of the light. I've heard you're not supposed to keep amethyst like on a windowsill or anything because the light, like the sunlight or the strong light, will cause it to fade.
Well, no issues with the light either or anything like that.
Because I've heard like if you have an amethyst ring with wearing it outside, if you wear it outside a lot, it'll fade to clear. Also a crystal fan, yes. I'm a crystal fan, have heaps in the tank. Nice.
Yeah, I also said that was the most expensive rock that I've ever purchased, but that's also not true. Like I have some crystals that cost me over $100. So
do you ever go to the gem show at the machinist hall?
Yeah, I've been to that one a couple times. I really like. I haven't gone to a couple of these places in a while, but I used to go out to places like Pathways all the way out in like South County, and then there's Mystic Valley in like South City area, and a couple of those other places. In fact, there's some places over here in Florissant that are like that I haven't checked out yet. But
oh, really? We'll have to go together.
Yeah.
And Lady Diane, we'll bring Lady Diane too.
Because when I was at the Valley of Flowers, it was here we go. The Abundant Lotus. in
Oh,
Old Town Florissant. It's a metaphysical store. Crystals, incense, candles, jewelry, books, bookmarks, sound healing, teas, not tears. There's a bend in the paper. Events and aura readings or whatever.
is it on St. Francis, like that Old Town Florissant?
It's on Lafayette.
Oh, Lafayette. Okay. It's not Main Street, but off one of the side streets.
Yeah, but it's right there around like the same areas like Hendel's and all that stuff.
Thanks, Gina. Danny didn't say yeah, though. Well, then we'll just have to just make a trip.
You knew where it was.
I didn't say yeah to what?
Having Lady Diane come with us to that metaphysical store. Abundant Lilies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Duh.
Sorry, I selective hearing or whatever. I was trying to find this. I didn't hear the part about let's go. Everybody chat have it later, Patrick.
Good night, Patrick. We have our own crystal page and group. Oh my God, Craig, I'll have to find that.
Nice. Now I know there's some crystals that you shouldn't put in a fish tank because they might, just release like harsh minerals or something. But,
Delete.
yeah, I don't know how much like truth there is to that because like I don't know. I don't think putting a crystal in water is kind of like really do anything to the crystal itself. So
I think if it was like a geode, then you'd have to worry, but not the crystal itself, but maybe what it's attached to.
yeah, maybe that. Like I wouldn't necessarily put a whole geode in there. I do have a geode in my vivarium that I made. I have like one half on the bottom area, and then I have the other half on like the top section.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fertilizers and stuff have like heavy minerals and things like that in there too. So if you have like a heavily planted tank, like putting a couple crystals in there and having them release whatever, even a little bit of copper or something like that, like that's good for your plants. And a slow leach like that isn't gonna do anything to your fish, I don't think. Like in a saltwater environment, that might be a little bit different there, but in a freshwater environment, like I don't think there'd be anything wrong with putting, any crystal in a tank, as long as it's not like one of those like softer crystals. Like I wouldn't put
like Lady Diane says, just don't put opals in. Yeah.
I wouldn't put opals in there. I wouldn't put things like selenite in there. I wouldn't put there's other stones that are just like really like they're fragile and they just like they just break off and gosh, like they almost just feel like a pillar of salt. It's just like don't put that in there. Now, see, they say no copper with shrimp, but even shrimp-safe fertilizers have a little bit of copper in them. It's mainly about the levels and stuff like that. Like they can stand a little bit of it, and actually, some shrimp foods have copper in there, so that's kind of interesting when you think about that. What if you purchase the crystal, or what is I don't know. I'm not quite sure what question you're trying to ask, so I'll give you a little bit of time to fix that question there, Ryan. But yeah, I'm definitely not buying anything from Gwyneth Paltrow. That lady, is crazy. And I definitely don't want any coochie scented candles.
Yeah, no. Okay, well. I think she wants outside.
And then her clothing line for those kids just looks absolutely ridiculous too.
Oh my gosh, I know. I know she went. You go outside? You go outside?
Well, guys, we've hit the hour mark.
Oh my gosh, already?
Yeah, I'm tired. Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm just here. Like, correct answer, even with jacked up question.
What a waste of a perfectly good jade egg, right?
I know, right? Oh, I'd love to have a jade egg. I have a decent sized like oddball. It's around like carnelian, but it fits like it's like that big or whatever, where it fits in that whole area of your hand. Oh, and it's gorgeous. Like the bottom is like a light color, kind of like the color of the back of Gina's wall, and then it just turns and eventually it fades into a dark red on the other half, and just like
Oh, nice.
it's gorgeous. And, yeah, it's about baseball size. Yeah, I love a jade egg. It's hard to find like real jade too. A lot of stuff is just like jade colored fluorite.
I follow a couple of geologists on TikTok that'll go through and tell you how you can test. Apparently, fake crystals are a thing. Like you go to buy a crystal and they send you a fake. So they tell you all these ways to check to make sure your crystals are real.
Yep. But guys, yep, it's been fun. I'm tired though, and my brain is shutting down. So it's time for me to start watching somebody else's live stream and passing out on this couch right here.
Yeah, I think George is going next, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So thank you all for coming and hanging out with us. Sorry it was a shorter show, but next week we'll be back at our normal time of 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and
Yes.
we'll give you guys a full 2-hour show then. And also, I have the community tab now, so be looking out for my different posts. I'm going to be posting some polls and stuff too. I got a lot of questions that I want you guys' help with answers. So let's everybody have a great night and have a great week. I will see you guys next week. I might see you in a couple other live streams tonight. Gina, you got anything you want to say to the people?
Nope. I'm good. Just see you when I see you.
All right.
Bye.
Later, everybody. Have a good one. And like I've been saying here, so long. And thanks for the fish.